Yo, welcome back to the X-Rated Hours podcast. Today, I'm going to be talking about what I went through last night and what I'm planning on doing today because I'm going to move back. Wonder why? Now you can see my hands. You never see me this far away, have you? Watch this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so yesterday I was very intentional. I put my phone literally far away from my bed. So, number one, that's at my own dream anchor. So, as soon as I wake up and see my phone so far away, I'm like, boom, supposed to be remembering my dreams. Number two, the reason why that helped me so much is it prevented me from using my phone the moment I woke up, because obviously that's going to distract my mind and it's going to have a hard time remembering my dreams. So the results, I had a very thorough dream last night. I remembered a lot of it. All right, we're on day 3. I'm already remembering full dreams now. If any of you care, I guess what my dream was basically about, I was in a zombie apocalypse and I was just trying to escape the zombies, and I didn't have any weapons. All we had was chairs, not like the chair I'm sitting in here, but maybe like a foldable chair that you can kind of fold. So I was whacking the zombies as hard as I freaking could with those. So pretty funny dream. Anyways, what really worked for me was just being really intentional before I went to bed and telling myself that I was going to remember my dreams and just keeping it on the top of my mind as I fell asleep. And then once I woke up, boom, first thing I gotta do, what did I dream last night? How did it happen? And then write it down in my dream journal, which personally I keep in my phone. The other thing too, I made sure to give it a really good title, so that way there, if I'm ever reading through my dream journal later on, this is actually another way to improve your memory. So read through your dream journal or to relive those dreams once again. I can just read the title and I can get a very good sense of what the dream is. And then once I start reading it, I start hammering in points that I might not have remembered before. Okay, so here's what's next though. So tonight I want to remember my dream again, but now I'm going to start getting into the passive ways you can have lucid dreams. Okay, I'm not sure if anybody's talked about these, or they don't necessarily call them the passive ways you can have lucid dreams, but this is just what I call them. So what you can do, there's 2 methods that are what I consider passive. Number 1 is doing reality checks throughout the day. Number 2, or I guess it's 3 actually. Number 2 is doing the mild technique right before you go to sleep. And number 3, gotcha. Number 3 is doing meditation, just being consciously aware of your day, of what you're doing, things like that. So what I did this morning so far, you can see I'm not stretching today. I actually did a little bit of meditation instead. I'm going to stretch probably later on in the day, but I did some meditation. This is a huge thing that can help you have more lucid dreams. Just by being more consciously aware throughout the day, you're going to be able to, if you think of it like this. Since you're more consciously aware in the day, imagine how much more consciously aware you'll be in your dreams. Now, if you're more conscious in your dreams and you're more mindful and noticing, you're going to notice that things aren't adding up correctly, and then you're going to think, boom, 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 I'm in a dream. So that's why meditation helps. But the other 2 passive ways that I spoke about are a little bit less effortful, to be honest. The first one, like I said, was doing reality checks throughout the day. So what that means, what a reality check is, first off, is a reality check is exactly how the name sounds. You're checking to see if you're living in reality or if you're sleeping, right? So there's a bunch of reality checks to do. For example, one is counting your fingers on your hands. This is the easiest one. This one works for me, so that's what I typically do. But if you just count your fingers, obviously I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers on my hand right now. Pretty obvious that this is going to add up, and very likely you are awake. In your dreams, oftentimes when you take a look at both your hands and try to count them, I remember for me, I had 7 fingers on my hand one time, and that's how I clicked lucid dream. Oftentimes people don't have the same amount of fingers, or your hands are really blurry. It's for some reason you can't count your hands. You're looking at them, but you can't. It's too blurry. It's too hard to make out. So that's 2 ways you could use your hands to determine whether or not you're sleeping. Another reality check, just to give you guys a few more to think of, simply ask yourself if you are dreaming. This alone, if you ask yourself if you're dreaming while you are dreaming at night, very often you will realize, yes, I am dreaming, and then bam, lucid dreaming. You can do whatever you want. Another simple way is, there's so many. You can read some text. Oftentimes in dreams, it's really hard to read text, or the words will start moving around. And the last one I'll give you, plug your nose like you're going snorkeling, That's another way to check if you're dreaming, because obviously when you plug your nose in your dream, your nose in real life is not being plugged, so you can continue to breathe. But the point of these reality checks is to make it a habit throughout your waking life to do them consistently, right? Because if you start doing your reality checks every day, eventually, right, once you're sleeping, you're going to do a reality check out of habit in your dream. It's not going to work, and you're going to realize you're dreaming. Okay. Let's see here. So my plan for today, I'm going to do the hand reality check. Just look at my hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As many times as again. I'm going to hope to at least do it once every hour, maybe once every half hour. A few tricks that you can do to make it so that you do reality checks more. Try to anchor them to a daily habit that you do often. One example, every time you walk through a doorway or into a new building, do a reality check. Myself, I have something I've created. I have a little dream band. If you're on the YouTube, you can see it. It says, "Are you dreaming?" So I'm going to wear this band today. So every time I look at my wrist, I'm going to be reminded of the fact that I should be, checking to see if I'm dreaming or not. And boom, it's going to help me do my reality checks. This is just something I created for myself, not something you ever need. Let's see. And if you want one, just shoot me a email off, or just comment in the comments. Now get in contact with you, and I'll get you a dream band too. Only cost me like $1 or $2 to ship it, maybe more, but forget. What else is there? And then the mile technique's the other thing that I'm going to do. So I've already been doing this sort of in terms of just remembering my dreams. But as I fall asleep tonight, one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I am going to remember my lucid dream tonight. I'm going to have a lucid dream tonight. I'm going to remember my lucid dream tonight. Just say those two things to myself as I drift off to sleep. It's going to imprint that. I just got a phone call in the middle of recording that. Not sure what I was talking about. Probably just about being imprinting it into my subconscious so that it's something that I will remember as I sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, boom, hopefully, since it's the last thing on my mind, it's going to be the first thing on my mind the next day. And I'll remember to write down my dream. And hopefully it's a lucid one. So that's my plan for tonight. I will update you, of course, tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Bye-bye.